Hey, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kevin, and I haven't seen anyone telling you guys about these tips. I'm here today to tell you about them, because we all know that when we are traveling, we just tend to spend a little bit too much money, and I think you can agree with me. So today I'm gonna show you my 7 secrets to save more money while being abroad or just traveling for fun. So hang on with me. So my first tip is actually the 7-day rule, as it's called. And what it means is actually that you don't spend any money on something directly when you see it. You wait around 7 days. I know that many of you don't stay like traveling for more than 7 days or 10 days. So maybe wait for at least 3 to 5 days before you decide to, okay, I actually want to buy this thing. Otherwise, you will just spend money and regret it later. So my tip for you is to use the 7-day rule. It has worked for me for a long time. I used it for like 2 years since I found out about this, and it has helped me tremendously to save more money because I don't spend it on things that I actually don't need. So this is a really good tip. Second tip is actually that you should go and rent a car. That's more cheap than going on a trip that is already planned and having pickups and everything with guides. Those are pretty much a bit like more expensive than just hiring a car and go there by yourself. But if you enjoy going with a guided tour, do it, because it's usually a fantastic experience to do also. So my tip here is, if you actually hire a car and go to a place, try and find a free walking tour, for example. Those usually have like a guide that is free, and you can just go with the flow with them and enjoy all the things that you would otherwise also. But you have other people there and also a guide. That's one tip. These things are in every destination you can find out. That's another tip. I just love these small tips that you can have to save some extra money, because it's expensive to live abroad, basically. Another tip about not just spending money instantly is actually don't fall for the nice view trap, as I call it. That's basically if you go to a harbor and you like the harbor and everything is so nice and yeah, you know how it is. Don't go and eat on the restaurants by the harbor, for example, because you will pay an extra price just for the nice view. This is why I call it the nice view trap, because they usually up their prices by 20 to 30% just because you have this really nice view looking at. Because if you go to a local restaurant instead in your city, you're probably gonna fall down in prices instead and have maybe even a better experience by the food, just because it's so local and they just give so much love to the food instead of the nice view where they always have customers anyway. That's the thing, but sometimes you actually just need to try and eat with a really nice view. Of course, I'm not that kind of person. Of course, I enjoy having a nice view sometime, but if you're going out plenty times, go and try a local restaurant. Okay, then we go into the next tip, and this one is about supermarkets. So the supermarkets here is sometimes very cheap and sometimes very expensive. And my tip here is actually going to the small supermarkets, because they usually have a bit cheaper prices than the bigger ones, even if they're trying to tell you that it's super cheap. But this is usually because of the discount, as they say. So what I've noticed is that the small supermarkets are usually cheaper, but when it comes to having discount on things that the small supermarkets usually don't have, they don't have discounts, that's where the big ones win. If it's not on discount, it's usually more expensive than the small supermarket. So just have that in mind, because that can actually save you a lot of money in the end when going out for shopping for food. So this is something I use every day when I go out and shopping, and it just helps tremendously. Think about that next time. And actually, when you are out, go to a small and a big supermarket and check the price, because usually the small one will actually, most of the time, be cheaper. That's a nice one. Actually, now when we're talking about it, buying food from supermarkets, the next tip is actually cook food at home. Don't always go out and buy your food, so instead go home and cook it from there.
Oh no, I don't have a kitchen. Oh, what am I gonna do? Ooh, you know.
My tip there, a bonus one, actually that when you book your travel, book for example an apartment with kitchen makes this so much easier. So for example, I'm using TripAdvisor down below. You can check it out. There you can book a apartment, for example, with kitchen. So you just find out your destination and book an apartment with kitchen, and it's gonna be so easy for you. So back to it, because you will spend so much more money if you go to a restaurant for like 3 days worth of food when you could have gone to the supermarket, come home, cook it, and just feel that really nice experience of cooking your own food. Like, it always tastes so good to cook your own food. Like for me, I love cooking, so that's probably just me being mental, but that's how I feel. And I think many people will feel the same also when they try to cook at home. So with this, save more money and cook at home. My last tip is actually something that is my passion, and it's a good tip because it works. So here it is. It's taking advantage of your passion when you're out on destinations or traveling. For example, me, I go around and I maybe take pictures, or I ask the owners like, hey, are you interested in these photos, or can I help you with my services in some way? For example, for me, taking photos of their products or their area. This has helped me plenty because that can give you either bonuses, free food, or in my case now I've gotten like catamarans, and now the latest time I got a free gym card membership. This just helps me tremendously because I don't have to spend all that extra money to do this stuff, especially for the gym where I go usually 5 times a week to keep myself healthy and happy. I just love that I can use my passion to get some of this free extra stuff to save some money. The best thing would be to earn some extra also, but sometimes you just feel super grateful for just getting something for free when you give them something for free. You see, you work a little bit and you get something for it. That's just the best feeling ever, especially when it's your passion. That's why I'm all about following your passion on this channel. To monetize your passion is the best thing you can do. It's just awesome. Sadly, we come to an end of this video, but don't be too sad because I will upload a new video every week, as you know, and it will be about traveling tips, money tips and media, and also lifestyle. But before you leave, just remember that there's always more money hacks that you can do. I have plenty more I can share off. If there is anything more you want to know about saving money, that you like this topic, just comment down below about it and I will tell you everything. So now you're free to go if you hit that like button and subscribe, and I see you next time. Have a good one. Bye. Show you my 7 things.